National Super Alliance has sensationally claimed that the Jubilee administration plans to deploy the military in 6 counties perceived to be opposition strongholds in the run-up to the August 8th polls to terrorize Kenyans into voting for Jubilee or suppressing NASA supporters to stay at home and not vote. Secretary Generals from 5 affiliate parties challenged President Uhuru Kenyatta to come clean on the alleged plan by the government to use the military to influence the outcome of the August general elections.
The opposition National Super Alliance has on 3 different occasions claimed the Jubilee administration was planning to use security personnel to rig elections. Secretary Generals from NASA have now sensationally claimed that the Jubilee administration plans to deploy the military in the counties of Kisii, Migori, Homa Bay, Kisumu, Kakamega and Bungoma before the August 8th polls.
We have in our possession details of preparations of troops from the Lanet and Gilgil units to be unleashed on citizens in Kisii, Migori and Homa Bay, while units from Nakuru units are to be deployed in Kisumu, Siaya, Kakamega and Bungoma.
And this is what they suspect will be the military's mission.
The intention is to terrorize Kenyans into voting for Jubilee or suppressing NASA supporters to stay at home and not vote.
We are seeing a government that is panicking, is in a panic mood. And a few weeks back, you have seen that the president has even attempted to intimidate the judiciary. We will mobilize our people. We want our people to turn out and vote out this Jubilee regime.
In a press release on election preparedness, the acting cabinet secretary for the Ministry of Interior, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, said that the government will put in place adequate security measures to ensure that law and order will be maintained before, during and after the election. Matiang'i urged Kenyans to come out on the voting day and exercise their democratic right. According to the statement, Matiang'i offered to fully brief the opposition on the multi-agency security preparedness plan to avoid speculation and to address any concerns they may have. He pointed out that this was indeed their right and the right of all stakeholders in the country.
Our philosophy as public servants is that we do not want to engage in anything that is not relevant to the work that we are doing. The rule of relevance also applies to the work we do. I will remain relevant and do the work that we are supposed to do.
We challenge President Kenyatta to come clean on this matter, that he will not act to subvert this constitution by deploying the military on civilians internally merely to stay in power. And if he needs to deploy the military internally for legitimate reasons, he will seek permission from Parliament.
In neighboring Uganda and Ethiopia, the army is deployed during elections to man polling stations. On Thursday, NASA presidential candidate Raila Odinga tabled names of 42 police officers whom he said had been assigned special duties ahead of the polls. Police spokesperson Charles Owino said the officers had been appointed to the National Intelligence Service.
Through this, these officers were talent spotted by NIS, and procedurally they have to leave the police service so that they can join NIS.
In July 2015, leader of Majority Party in the National Assembly Aden Duale introduced the KDF Amendment Bill 2015, which, if enacted, would have given the Chief of Defense Forces express authority to deploy the military in civilian operations. The bill attracted strong opposition and was not enacted by the time the 11th Parliament adjourned indefinitely to pave way for the August polls. Patrick Amimo, KTN News.